before we start, I would like to ask all of your attention with us. And I hope you are all willing to listen to us because there will be a quiz after our discussion. And then, please cooperate with us because if you do not cooperate with us, then I have no choice but to call out your name. So our topic for today is text information and media. So this is the number of the groups. Right, Ani Anda Mama, Your Papi Bermangan, Shil Pidiron, and Ken Owen Haro. So this is the list of content. First is we're going to do an activity, then discuss more about text, type of fonts, design principles, and elements of text. Then we'll have a quiz. This is the objective learning for today. Understand text, roles in communication, analyze different types of fonts to understand why they're used. Understand the design principle and elements of text.
As for our introduction, I want kindly everyone to read.
People rely on text most of the time to deliver their messages. This is no surprise since we can find text anywhere, from books, television shows, websites, billboards, newspapers, t-shirts, or even in the sun if someone decides to write something on the beach.
In short, in the world of people of media, text is an important tool as it varies in various forms such as books, television shows, website, billboards, and etc.
The great first-century Roman orator Quintilian once wrote that after you have chosen your words, they must be weaved together like a fine delicate fabric. Para naman sulat mo isang article, you have to choose your words and organize it into a paragraph. So, quick trivia, the Latin word for fabric ink is textum.
So we will have an activity, but before we start our activity is, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you all a picture, and what we're going to do is you're going to analyze the picture and tell me what you have noticed from the picture. So before you're going to answer, please raise your right hand and do not answer it for us. This is the first picture. So what have you noticed from this picture? Anyone would group one? Ang galing ko mga sa image na ay wag ka kayo dito pero tapos ay mo rin. Sana ka pa. Ano mo ikaw? See, another picture is this. Anyone from here? Basta, read it first before answering.
Dapat executed na.
Yes.
Very prostituted.
So here's the next picture. Anyone?
Yung ito. Klaro kayo.
Anyone?
Yung grammar.
Grammar?
Program. Na-disarrange. No,
So here's the next picture. Don't waitress, apply now. Atin manang lettering.
Boy, waitress.
Kailangan siya boy o waitress, pero dapat ang waitress, waitress, waiter siya, malaki man ay ipangitan. Kailangan ng grammar ay spelling, kaya nagmula. Future tense na natin.
So you see another picture? Anyone?
Properly grammar, English ug Tagalog is not it's not formal.
And the last picture?
Wrong spelling. Wala yung face. Hindi siya yung spelling pero nakalaman.
Ikaw may face.
Taka na 2 minutes.
Pero face, ano? May face.
So to man good. Therapy. No, di ba?
Drop face.
Ang space man good because
Wala na siyang space. Massage the rapist.
i-massage daw ang rapist.
So from all of the picture that I've shown you, ano yung masasabi niyo? Like, what have you felt?
Message, fun, and the usage of spaces is really important because if misuse siya, it will convey a different and misunderstanding.
Yes!
Don't say yes. All of your answers are correct. You can notice that there are some serious issues and problem regarding the message that you want to convey. So there is an improper use of language and confusing structure and also wrong spelling. So text provides basic information about what message a person wants to convey. So if the text is not properly distributed, the right message will not be sent. So there is a typographical error, grammatical mistake, language misuse. So this may send a different message and also may cause a miscommunication and misunderstanding. So that's why we're going to produce information in media, text information in media. It should be properly executed and free from these errors. So before anything else, what is text? So a simple and flexible format of presenting information, conveying ideas, whether handwritten, printed, or displayed on screen. Today, it can also be found on screen like TV and smartphone. So a text is very powerful in disseminating information, providing direction and giving also a suggestion. So basically, text is a combination of letter and words. But technically, text information in media is the use of words, also letters, written symbols to form a media content. So there is a situation here na imagine niyo na kailangan naka-receive ng message. So please read it quickly in your mind. So this is your mother. I lost my phone and I need to call you. Please load this number for at least 200 pesos. I don't have much time. This is an emergency. So, would you believe this text or not?
No!
Aside sa kanya, wala ko yung mama.
So,
Grabe, bawal eh. Dapat na.
so there is a guide questions right here. How do you feel about the message? Do you feel like alarmed, disturbed, encouraged, or anything? How do you feel about it? Alarmed.
I am angry with my mother.
Wala na answer? Ay, ilangan na lang natin eh.
Kung sa'yo pang tanong?
Wala dyan libo yan.
Alarm is there. Umag naman. Hindi mo malit pa. Yung description lang.
I lost my phone. Yung anong naka-text man siya.
What could be the reason that others might believe this message and follow what the message instructed them to do?
They use the vulnerability of the person. Tapos, igamit na niya yung mama. So, of course, ikaw na anak ka na. Masas ni mo nga. Hala, kung mama ka na, so dapat. So, igamit nila ang vulnerability sa tao. Mama, nagpagulog. Daga naman ko. Isa pa hila po. Asa ba po?
Text si mama. So, this message actually raises some red flags. First is the urgency and tone seems suspicious. Especially yung kinaklaim niya na siya na yung mother niya, pero hindi niya sinasabi yung pangalan. And that is suspicious. And secondly is that yung nag-request siya ng looking with a specific amount of money of their own number without further verification is also suspicious. And this is a common tactic used in scams. So in the second year, ano ba talaga yung bakit yung mga ibang tao is naniniwala sila sa ganitong message. And there could be a reason, also reason for that is emotional manipulation. Is dahil na-worried ka na, naisip mo na, alam mo, maputo, then baka ganun-ganun. Then, yun, you also believe it. So another reason for that is not asking questions. When tinatrust mo masyado yung mga family members mo, na hindi mo tinatanong kung sila ba talaga yon or not, then nauuto ka rin. You might believe them without being sure. So another reason for that is scared of what might happen. So you're scared of the consequences. Kasi what if hindi ka nag-send ng money, then something may mangyayaring masama after that? And because of that fear, gagawin mo rin yung tinanong ng other person. And not knowing about what tayo palagi on what we should be careful of. So if you receive a message like this, it's essential to dapat i-verify mo yung sender's identity through another channel or pwede mo rin tawagin yung excuse me from the back.
Excuse me, may dadaan.
Pwede mo rin tawagin yung original number ng mama mo or pwede mo rin tawagin yung other family members mo para malaman mo kung talagang may emergency na nangyayari. And never send money or provide personal information based solely on a
Welcome to our discussion on funds. Today, we'll explore the four common types of funds and the four common So understanding these styles can greatly enhance your design and communication skills and it's like
Guys, dili mo kami na kay natin yung mga business.
Okay, so let's start. So the first one is serif. So kabalo naman mo sa serif, di ba? Makita man na natin sa word. So serif fonts have each character with small extra
Almira.
Again, ang serif. Everyone, ito. Okay, again, ang serif fonts ay nasa extra stroke at the vertical or horizontal one stroke. So this is mostly used for formality, and this is used for formality and its readability in any text that is printed in and in small sizes like books and letters. So here's an example of it. Basta makita ko font, gadangay ko at stroke para ariya ang nakasort ko bitaw, all na ako at all na example of a certain font. So I'll show some examples that you are all familiar with. Kana, di ba, familiar with sa times Roman, George, John,
So, kana sila ka mga serif.
Oo, mga na ang example sa serif. And another example is kana mga fonts po is serif na siya. So as you can see, di ba, nasa likod mga extra font. Okay, so as for the sans serif, so sans serif na siya. So, sans serifs are, ang serifs kay Kuan siya, classical, ang sans serif kay Kuan na siya, modern looking, oo. Then, ginagamit niya siya yung for elegance because of its readability. In any on-screen display, like monitors and portable computers. So, before we proceed with the examples, ipakita na kung difference sa serif and sans serif. So, okay. Kita mo? Kung ang serif ay nasa extra font, so ang sans serif ay modern siya, mag-extra na.
Yan. Ayan. Ayan.
So here are some examples of fonts against sans serif. So familiar naman ko sa ilan, di ba? Sa impact.
Ariyan mo na.
Another example is Again, remember, ang serif ay classical looking, while ang sans serif ay then usap gali ang naa sa serif na siya extra.
So, script fonts are styles that mimics handwriting used for stylistic presentation of text like wedding and marriage. Some script fonts are just a one fluid stroke but influenced by handwriting and calligraphy. An example niya ang script fonts. Isa ka fluid na stroke ba? So next is decorative fonts. Extreme features are exaggerated serifs designed to fit into a theme or emotion, commonly used for titles or headlines. So ang decorative fonts kay exaggerated na kayo yung designs kanang for the over. Basta ang script fonts is mimics handwriting while decorative fonts kay extreme features or exaggerated features. So next is design principles and elements of text. Importance of design principles and elements of text. Importance of design principles and elements of text. Design principles and text elements are really important for making things look good and easy to understand. They help messages come across clearly and catch people's attention. When designs are consistent, they build trust. And when they are accessible, everyone can understand them. So, the importance of design principles and elements is they make messages kanang easy to understand bitaw using mga simple nga designs sa text.
So there are five design principles and elements of text. There are emphasis, appropriateness, space, alignment, consistency. So the first one is the emphasis. So it uses a different size, weight, color, contrast, and orientation to present text of greater value. So it shows how do we give importance to a certain part of a text space, and also to make emphasize your text. You can make the text bold, italize, have a heavier weight, and also darken or lighten, and also enlarge. So, using emphasis can make the meaning that you want to convey change. So, using the right content and tone of the presentation based on the target audience or event. So, it means how fitting or suitable the text is used for a specific audience, event, and also a purpose. So even the use of font style, font size, font color depends on the meaning of the content. So for example, here are some examples that requires appropriateness. So look at these photos. This is a horror story, but yet you use a pink background, yellow font, but you want to convey a horrific story. So do you think that this is an appropriate? The audience will not believe this text. So instead of using this, you can use this instead to make it more believable. Also, some example is this. So, this is a wrong choice for grade stone. And also, there are more other that is more fitting, and also the Dr. Cancer Brown. So, people will not believe Dr. Brown because of the font style. So it is very, so this is some example. This is uses an appropriate yeah. So it is very important if the text has appropriateness. Next is space. Use space to create focus and strategically make other texts stand out. So when you use space to create focus, you're essentially giving certain elements to group to read. It's like putting a spotlight on something important by strategically adding space around the text, just like this. So as you can see here, makuha talaga ng attention is yung Philippines. Dahil you have put it nilagyan mo yan ng space, enlarge, nilagyan mo ng space around it. And that is why yung mga attention ng mga audience is napupunta sa Philippines. Next is formality or freestyle. So this is the alignment. There's a center alignment. Diba nakikita niyo dito sa mga documents? Right center alignment, left alignment, right alignment, and justified alignment. So when the aligned text deeply to the left or right or center, it creates a sense of order and symmetry. This is great for formal documents like reports or business plan or so on. And formality, just like wearing a suit or casual outfit, next consistency. Use at least 2 to 3 colors, fonts, styles, and design styles for the whole composition or content. So choose 2 or 3 colors that complement each other and represent your brand or messages. Select 2 to 3 font styles that work well together and match the tone of your content. And select 2 to 3 design styles or motifs that reflect the theme or purpose of your composition. So it's better. If you have a text, you should always stay, or you should use 2 to 3 colors, font size, and design. You should not do something like, you should not add more designs and so on. This is
Kaya kayo redundant ang color ba?
here, as you can see, there's the 3 colors, gray, black, and white.
White, oh.
It also has 3 designs for it. There. And it also has 2 to 3 more font styles. So, thank you. You'll be happy. Wait. Number 1.
Meron po.
Ilom na mo. So, reporter number 6 mo? Oo, number 6 sa
Number 4.
Someone check mark.